Hey guys, this is my tutorial on how to clip and edit stuff. The free way to do it, that is. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is download Geforce Experience. You're supposed to have an NVIDIA graphics card to download Geforce Experience, but if you have an AMD graphics card, I think there are workarounds, but you have certain restrictions. So download GeForce Experience. Once it's downloaded, just double check that you're up to the latest drivers. And from there, you're going to press Alt Z, and this should come up. If you can't press Alt Z, just press this right here. But Alt Z, this should come up, and I'm going to show you the best settings to use instant replay, which is what I use to clip stuff in game. So to make it easy, I'm going to turn instant replay off, and I'm going to go to settings over here. Video capture. So I run instant replay length. Really just depends on who you are and what you want your game, or what game you play, or how long you want clips to be. Really preference up here. I run 3 minute because I play Rainbow Six Siege and a full round is 3 minutes. Quality set to custom, in-game resolution, and then frame rate 60 FPS, and then bit rate 30 megabytes per second is probably the best one to do. Saves more space for longer clips. These are the video capture settings I run for GeForce. And then for keyboard shortcuts, I use F9 for my instant replay, and F11 to manually toggle on and off recording, like I'm using to make this video right now. Now I'm recording this video. I actually have recently made a few videos that have really bad quality that I posted to YouTube that I could not fix. By the time you're watching this video, it'll already be out, but I just now posted my fifth edit for Siege, which is really bad quality again, but starting after the fifth edit, it's going to be all 60 FPS 1080p HD, and I'll show you how I got the 1080p HD. So now that you have all the GeForce Experience settings, I'll show you one more thing. Audio, depending on your mic, you can adjust this, and then system sounds I set to 100. And down here, because I'm recording, it doesn't show, but down here it'll say single track and dual track. Create a single track. You can do dual track and it's better, but a lot of technical issues come with that, so I would recommend single track. So now that you guys see the GeForce Experience settings and instant replay settings, let's go over to what I used to edit, and that would be Davinci Resolve 16. It is really, really good editing software for free and really easy to use. I'll leave a link to this in the description, and I'll show you the basic settings to get started for editing it. But yeah, like basically for Davinci Resolve, the reason my first videos had bad quality is because I wasn't using Davinci Resolve settings correctly, but I have them correctly now, and I'll show you the first things you should do when you're editing with Davinci Resolve that I didn't do, so you learn from your mistakes. As it loads up here, give it 1 second. It's never taken this long to load. Okay, there we go. And I'll just make a new project called YouTube tutorial. Create, and then here we go. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you have Davinci Resolve open, and this you have to do for every single edit you do. First thing you do, go over here to the settings at the very bottom right, master settings, which it should default take you to. Change your video format right here to HD 1080p 60. This will make your video 1080p HD with 60 frames. And then come up here to timeline frame rate and make that 60. Now everything on your set, every time you import a video, etc., your entire video, and when you edit it down, it'll be 1080p HD and 60 frames per second, which is what you want with a gaming video. Now that I've done that, I'll show you the basics of how to use Davinci Resolve. So let me just make this a little smaller. You'd open up your file explorer and you drag in, say, your videos right here. to media pool, excuse me, in this tab right here, media pool, you just drag in video clips or photo clips that you want in your video. This is what media pool is, and you can view your clips from here. Then there's the cut section where you can slim down your video. Then right here is the edit tab, where you can add transitions and just do most basic video editing. I do not use these next tabs. I do not use Fusion. I do not use color. I do use audio sometimes when I need to adjust audio levels. And then finally, when you're done, you come to here. It's the render settings export. You come here to export your video. And here's where I'll be showing you the last little bit of things you need to do for exporting your clip. So they do have a default YouTube thing which you can use, and it's good. I use it every once in a while. It's good. And I'll just show you custom ones that are very similar to that, but just custom ones. So I'll name this YouTube location. You put it wherever you want. And then here's where things get more customizable. Right here, format, you can either do QuickTime or MP4. Either one works. YouTube uses QuickTime. So I usually would just recommend QuickTime. It downloads faster, but MP4 is, I think, maybe a little better quality. But once again, it does not affect your 1080p 60 frames per second, so QuickTime works perfectly fine. Then come down here to quality. It'll automatically be here, but you're gonna change it to restrict to, and you're gonna change this to 80,000, and you can't type it in, so you manually have to scroll it over to 80,000, and so almost there. Lag sometimes. Oh. And then 80,000. Whatever. Oh, there we go. And then that's all there is to it. And then from here, you would press add to render queue, and it would show up right here, and you'd press start render and just let it load. And once it's done, it'll be wherever your file location was, and it's done. That's your video. So that is my guide to how to clip and edit stuff for free with really good quality for PC YouTube videos and gaming highlights. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please support the channel. Every 5 days I post Siege content. Stay tuned, and yeah, peace.